It's week 1 of the NFL, where we'll see a brawl inside the AFC North. It's the Bengals and the Browns, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
From just off the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL from Cleveland Browns Stadium in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. But today, no waiting around. We jump right into an AFC North battle in Week 1, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Cleveland Browns. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can be the new champs. And here we are getting things going. Let's have some fun.
Two big-time rivals battle to start the year. The Bengals and Browns underway in Week 1. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. And sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Now he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take. 11 mighty. 11 MT, up top.
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Second and 9 from the 44. Again, it's Mixon. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
A lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Now it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We're in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. 11 Thomas. 12.
They'll run with Mixon. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Mixon going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
On 2.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins from 6 yards away. And the Bengals lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Seems like all the fireworks in this 1st quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Faking the give. Now Watson. To the sideline and incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you understand?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They go with Chubb on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 15.
11 mighty, 11 MP, 11 MP.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Martin Emerson. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that, because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Cade York for the extra point. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return is Charlie Jones. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target.
That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Watson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Watson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep is Charlie Jones. This is taken at the 23. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. Now Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And here's Brad Robbins now. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Browns drive about to get started. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Watson. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. Elijah Moore, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Browns are back within a couple of the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 and 14-13. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense returns to the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
On 1, ready?
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
12, 12, 12. Dot.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent gain, 35 yards. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Watson now to throw. And that is taken in by Njoku. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Chubb again. But he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Watson off play action. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Short throw to Smith. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had so much shot on there his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit to prevent him from making another catch to his big start.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
And it's taken in at the 9. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Now Nick Chubb of the Browns gets set for their next possession. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They run it again with Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was the thing, the beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. Now it's Watson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good, and the lead now stands at 13. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Burrow will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He completes it to Boyd. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Line, ready?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's caught one more time by Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 2nd down, Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. After that last play, we've got an injured man, and it's a big one. Joe Burrow shaken up. You hope this is nothing serious. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Now it's the backup Simeon. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on second and long. Simeon dumps it off to Mixon.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up fourth.
Smart move before that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
McPherson's kick is good, and that gets them back within 10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to... But they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They go up the middle with Chubb. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We start with game 1 of the DeMeco Ryans era as head coach. Houston on the road for an AFC clash with Baltimore. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. The Panthers looking to get their season off on the right foot. They've got the lead on the road. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. Brock Purdy with 3 touchdown passes. The Browns were given a solid performance in that first half from their quarterback, Deshaun Watson. He was on point repeatedly, ultimately finishing with 4 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters alone. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Now inside the 25. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
To throw is Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Faking the give. Now Watson. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Touchdown, Browns. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson. His 5th of the afternoon. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
Here we go.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's
11,
it.
11.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And he's into the clear.
coaches say all of the time, one starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
And again, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
But that's all about moving the pocket on 3rd down so the defenders can't just go to one spot and find the quarterback. Bootlegged him out to his right against the grain, able to spot the open man, and got it to him for the 1st down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
Credit that to the former Texas Longhorn, Joseph Osai, who got in there.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Here we go.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here's Burrow.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's Watson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on second down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. To Mixon on the check down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers. And he was supposed to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
11 MT, 11 Mighty.
Again, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Well, the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tend to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. A give, this is Chubb. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That is caught. He's got it first and maybe more. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 50 yards. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 10. Watson off play action. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. Amari Cooper.
closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
11 mighty.
Burrow will throw. He completes it to Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Here we go. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Fights through it.
Short throw to Smith. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And Burrow going to throw again.
That's taken in by Higgins.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 3.
They go play action with Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
12.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Burrow looking to pass.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Mixon again. Yeah, this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. Well, this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And this time he is
goes in. Joe Mixon punching it in from a yard away. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
11 MT, 11, 12.
They'll let Mixon try to run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped. And they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns set to take over. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Look. This group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Here's Jones. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
11 Thomas.
Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I'm one. Ready?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a fake on the jet sweep and a run up the middle with Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Burrow's thrown into the hands of Sample. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
Here we go.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
12. 11 MT.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive goes 8 plays. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. That fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Yeah, he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
Here we go. 18, pioneer.
Here's Dobbs to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They give the Chubb out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd down and 4. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now Dobbs. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 13. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. 1st down, here's Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And Higgins is going to have a Bengals 1st down as he's up to the 44-yard line. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as a tackle made at the 42. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Burrow. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use them on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Burrow.
and he's got him in. That's Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. To throw, Burrow. Over the middle to Smith. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back at OTAs. They want to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Cleveland, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.